Welcome to Light Notes, stories of spirituality and business strategy. This is your invitation to follow your intuition and shape your path with purpose. Together, we'll explore stories of business, serendipities, ooh, I love the magic in the world, and the fundamental truth that the way you see the world will change the world. At the end of each story, I'll share a light note, a whisper from the universe that love is truly all around us. The rest of your life starts right now. Let's go, my lovelies. Hello. I think I'm supposed to start around here. I'm probably supposed to start with a story telling you about who I am, why I'm here. I grew up in the woods of New Hampshire picking blueberries, and later riding bikes in Georgia and finding my way in Rhode Island. I'm first generation American and so proud of it. Proud of all that my mom and dad did to come to this country. And now I'm a mom of two devoted and loving girls, a marketer, a creator, a connector, a lover of trees and sound bowls. I believe that words are beautifully powerful, and sometimes our beliefs can speak truth over others. Sometimes we're called to say things without ever knowing why. In those moments, we can be someone else's angel. So what are light notes? Light notes are whispers from the universe that love is all around us. This all started because I wanted to make cards of connection. Like most things, it's a good story. Every year on Halloween, I dress up like a fortune teller. My kids always ask me to branch out and do something different, but there's something about the fortune teller that just speaks to me. I usually walk around with my magic 8-ball, letting people ask questions and giving them smiles and adorning my face with gemstones. But this year, I wanted to give out messages of inspiration, hope, love, perseverance, strength, messages of connection. And so I created light notes, cards of connection to give to loved ones, friends, colleagues, even strangers, to remind us that we're people, not profiles. I started my career in the toy industry working on some of the most fun and iconic brands like Mr. Potato Head, Star Wars, Play-Doh. And then I went pretty deep into tech. I was the brand director on the Sims video game, and I was the director of Marcom on the metaverse at Meta. I learned so much in each of these spaces and places. And I believe that I'm here to help use technology to create real human connection between people. And so I'm telling stories. I'm going to tell you stories about how blind faith and following my feeling brought me to jobs at Meta and Apple without ever applying to those companies. I'm going to tell you stories of how I see magic in the world and how gratitude saved me. And the reason I love stories so much is I'm just another soul on the planet like you. I don't claim to know the right way to live life. And in fact, I don't think there is a right way to live life. But stories are so beautiful because they allow people to opt in from wherever they are. They allow people to assign whatever level of depth, meaning, understanding, deep serendipity, or light entertainment that they want. And we are all the masters of our own creation. We are all authors of our own stories. And so I want to honor that. I believe that we are all snowflakes made up of the same source material, more alike than different, but that we each have the most intricate and unique, beautiful and delicate patterns. Patterns of wounds, patterns of scars, patterns of beautiful, unstoppable energy. But these patterns, knowing someone's unique pattern, knowing the intricacies, that's loving someone. I always say the beauty lies in the details. I believe that religion is like a crystal in the sky, and that we're all seeing the same thing from different perspectives. We're all seeing different facets of the crystal. Christians see one side, Muslim another, spiritual another, each person seeing a slightly different side of the crystal. I also weirdly think that the crystal's probably green. The tablet in The Alchemist is emerald. The crystal above your character in the Sims game, also known as the plumb bob, is also green. The color of the heart chakra is green. And Mother Gaia, well, she's certainly green. You'll hear me use the word God, universe, source, light, Mother Gaia. It's not meant to impose my view. It's just what I believe. And like everything in the world, take what is meant for you and leave the rest. It's not lost to me why God put me on the Sims game, a life simulation game, looking at life from the eagle's eye, debating questions about how to live. There are no rules to life. And the secret is right in front of us, to play, to find our joy. Neville Goddard says to follow our feeling, and he talks about it a lot in context of following joy towards manifestation. But I think it's more simple than that. I think it's simply following the feeling of what feels good now without attachment to an outcome, without attachment to something actualizing, without attachment of anything actually manifesting. What are the things that we have in our life, in our day, that actually feel good if nothing else were to happen? And for me, when I follow my feeling, one of the things I love the most are creating light notes. I have so much fun trying different ways to make the art. I've tried everything from a very analytical, tight brief, something you might use in a corporate environment, to telling AI crazy stories of lost Viking soldiers at sea for months, only finding one tree root in the middle of the ocean that leads them back to the land. I love meditating and seeing what messages might come through. And so Light Notes didn't start with a business plan or a competitive overview or even a pros and cons list. It's just what I love to do. I love giving myself time and space to be creative. I also believe that giving ourselves the gift of time is one of the greatest forms of self-love. Time to just walk instead of run, because it feels nourishing and feminine and free. Time to daydream, time to just be. And so that's what I'll do. Tell you stories. Sometimes they'll be personal, sometimes they'll be professional, and usually a bit of both. It's my intent to keep this podcast ad-free. I know you might argue that it's limiting potential, but it just feels disgenuine to who I am. And while there are a lot of products and people that I would gladly endorse, I'll probably save those for a resource episode. If you'd like to be part of Light Notes in a greater way, please join me on Instagram. I'll be doing spontaneous live card pulls and sharing new art and collaborations I have in the works. I'm on Instagram as light.notes.love or lightnotes.love online. And if you feel called, you're welcome to order your own Light Notes stack and share those with your friends and family or strangers. And if there's anything you ever hear me say in these podcasts that's important, it's this, right here and right now. You are not alone. In the depth of your dark night, you are not alone. Battling illness, sickness, grief, tending to a broken heart, you are not alone. Do not let technology, do not let social media algorithms make you think that you are, because we are all connected. And maybe through these stories, you'll start to notice some of the magic all around you, the light notes in movies, songs, words from strangers, words that have magic, meaning, and sparkle. I don't know where this door leads. I don't know where this path goes. Perhaps it'll connect me to a work, family, or company that wants to build Roots, a wellness app that I've concepted, or perhaps a full stack engineer, or further into my sparkly world of light notes. Maybe to love, a lesson, or more often than not, both. Thank you for connecting with me in this moment. The light in me honors the light in you. Sending love, Sheila.